IRS PATH Act refund status. What taxpayers need to know in 2025. An overview of the IRS PATH Act tax refund status. Important tax refund timeline and key dates. Answers to frequently asked questions. Staying informed helps you plan better. Here's what you need to know about your 2025 tax refund status under the PATH Act law. By law, the IRS cannot issue tax refunds to people claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit or the Additional Child Tax Credit before February 15th each year. The law requires the IRS to hold the entire refund, even the portion not associated with the Earned Income Tax Credit or the Additional Child Tax Credit. The IRS estimates that the earliest tax refunds for taxpayers claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit or the Additional Child Tax Credit will be deposited into bank accounts or debit cards starting the last week of February, provided that direct deposit was selected and there are no other issues with the tax return. This slight delay is due to multiple factors, including the President's Day holiday and the time requiring for banks and financial institutions to process the deposits. Why do I see the PATH Act refund status on the Where's My Refund tools? If you're seeing the PATH Act tax refund status when checking the Where's My Refund tools, it's likely because your tax return includes certain refundable credits. Take a look at your tax return. Look at page 2 of your Form 1040. Check to see if you have an amount on line 27, that's the Earned Income Tax Credit. Check to see if you have an amount on line 28, that's the Additional Child Tax Credit. If there's an amount listed on either line, your tax refund is subject to a mandatory hold due to the IRS PATH Act laws. Why is the PATH Act holding up my tax refund? The Protecting Americans from Tax Hikes law, PATH Act, was passed by Congress on December 18th of 2015. It introduced key tax provisions to prevent tax fraud and ensure tax credit accuracy. The PATH Act law made over 20 tax provisions permanent, including the expansion to the Earned Income Tax Credit and the Additional Child Tax Credit. The law requires the IRS to hold tax refunds for taxpayers claiming these credits until at least February 15th each year, to allow the IRS additional time to screen for fraud. The law requires the IRS to hold tax refunds for taxpayers claiming these credits until at least February 15th each year. How does the PATH Act affect tax refunds? The PATH Act causes a delay in issuing tax refunds for millions of early filers. The law affects approximately 30 million taxpayers each year, potentially delaying up to $100 billion in federal tax refunds. Tax refunds for those claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit or the Additional Child Tax Credit may be delayed up to 6 weeks or longer. Even if part of your tax refund does not include these credits, the entire refund will be held. The IRS cannot release these refunds before February 15th, with most direct deposits arriving the last week of February. How long does it take to receive a tax refund with the PATH Act tax refund status message? The IRS issues over 90% of tax refunds within 21 days. However, if your tax refund requires additional review, it may take longer to process. If the IRS identifies any discrepancies between the information on your tax return and their records, they will send you a notice by mail. This may lead to further delays as the IRS works to resolve any inconsistencies. Will this be the final year of the IRS PATH Act tax refund hold? No, the PATH Act law made the expansion of the Earned Income Tax Credit and the Additional Child Tax Credits permanent. When the law was enacted in 2015, it was designed to remain in effect indefinitely. The law also included several anti-fraud measures aimed at reducing fraudulent and improper tax refunds. Could my refund status message change before February 15th once I have the PATH Act message? While anything is possible, it's highly unlikely for most taxpayers affected by the PATH Act refund status message. Every year, a few taxpayers might receive their tax refund before the updates appear on the Where's My Refund tool, but this is not the norm. Based on IRS guidance, once you receive the PATH Act tax refund status message, your refund status will not change until after February 15th. If you happen to be one of the lucky ones that's got your tax refund before February 15th, drop us a comment down below. If you claim the Earned Income Tax Credit or the Additional Child Tax Credit, your refund will be impacted by the PATH message. Returns claiming these credits are subject to a C-freeze, which delays updates. With a C-freeze on your account will only have updates on a weekly schedule. IRS transcripts will update on Fridays, and Where's My Refund updates will be available on Saturdays. This applies to all taxpayers with the PATH message, regardless of their cycle code ending in 01, 02, 03, 04, or 05. On February 15th, the IRS PATH Act hold will come to an end. Does the PATH Act tax refund status message mean that my tax return is done processing? No, the PATH Act refund status message does not indicate that your tax refund has been approved. It simply confirms that your tax return has been accepted and is currently being processed. What if I have the earned income tax credit or the additional child tax credits but never received the PATH Act status message when checking Where's My Refund tools? You got lucky. If you didn't see the IRS PATH Act tax refund status on the Where's My Refund tools, your tax refund will be issued once the tax return finishes processing, as long as you don't owe any other liabilities. What if I file my tax return after February 15th? If you file your tax return after February 15th, the PATH Act will no longer affect the timing of your tax refund. Tax returns submitted after the date will be processed as usual, and your refund will be issued once your tax return is processed, provided there is no outstanding liabilities. Will my tax refund status change to a direct deposit date on February 16th? Many taxpayers wonder if their Where's My Refund status will update immediately after the PATH Act hold lifts on February 15th at 11:59 p.m. Although the PATH Act tax refund status hold officially lifts on February 15th, most taxpayers won't see immediate changes until Saturday, February 22nd, when the first batch of direct deposit dates are released. Some taxpayers may still see the PATH Act tax refund status beyond February 22nd and will need to wait for further updates on the Where's My Refund tools. Other taxpayers may receive a new refund status on the Where's My Refund tools, either indicating an additional processing steps or displaying a direct deposit date. When will the first Where's My Refund updates occur in 2025 for taxpayers with the PATH Act tax refund status message? The IRS Where's My Refund tools is expected to update with projected direct deposit dates for most early filed earned income tax credit and additional child tax credit refunds by Saturday, February 22nd of 2025. What if you don't receive your tax refund on February 15th of 2025? You will not receive your tax refund on February 15th of 2025. This is simply the day when the PATH Act hold is lifted. The IRS will begin posting transcript updates Friday, February 21st of 2025, and the IRS Where's My Refund tools will be updated with direct deposit dates on February 22nd of 2025, with the first batch of tax refunds expected to be deposited by Wednesday, February 26th of 2025. Remember, not all taxpayers will receive their tax refund in the first update. Some may need to wait until the following Saturday, March 1st of 2025, or the Saturday after that on March 8th, 2025 for further updates. Check your transcripts every Friday and check Where's My Refund every Saturday for the latest updates to your tax refund status. Remember, this year taxpayers will experience one of the longest waits to see updates on the IRS Where's My Refund tools. According to the IRS guidelines, updates to the PATH Act held tax returns cannot occur until the end of the day on February 15th. Since February 15th falls on a Saturday, many might expect updates that day. However, while the IRS will process updates early in the morning, the PATH hold remains in effect until the end of the day on February 15th. As a result, taxpayers will need to wait an entire week before any status changes will appear on the Where's My Refund tools. As we wrap up this video addressing the most frequently asked questions about the 2025 PATH Act tax refund status message, be sure to check out our predictions for when the first tax refunds are expected. Please feel free to like and subscribe and turn on channel notifications for future updates. Thank you very much. We appreciate you taking the time to tune in to this week's Where's My Refund update.